13. The red light goes on. And the field set. Lillian just getting a little edgy there. And so's Red Top. They balance now. They're off and they're racing. And Audio Boy and also My Halve the first to get going. Great Fortune will burn them off though fairly comfortably. And also coming away quickly from toward the outside, What a Prince, but Lillian's kicked up inside of him. And Audio Boy's going to park right in behind her. Down on the inside is My Halve leaving the home straight. Man's or Magic down on the inside is next of all. With the company of Red Top. Further back True Player, Duchy's Demerit, Dennis Shoe, Warrelly Lass is next. Second from last as they work along the Britain Road side of the track, Alaskan. Back last is Super Romany. The Grey Galloper, Great Fortune, led them up by the 1400 for Johnston Porter. Into the back, Great Fortune by a length. Striding up there, running second, What a Prince now. Over on the inside, My Halve is third. And Cooper took hold of the favourite Lillian. Popped her back in behind them to give her an absolute peach of a run. Then 2 lengths Audio Boy, followed by Man's or Magic, leaving the 1100 behind them. Followed further back by Red Top, a length and a half to True Player. Shading up Duchy's Demerit down near the rail. A further 2 lengths Warrelly Lass. Over on the outside next of all is Dennis Shoe. And back there toward the tail of the field, Super Romany and Alaskan. Great Fortune led them when they went out to the side of the track. Nearing the 700 mark, Great Fortune, 3/4 of a length. What a Prince down on the inside to My Halve. Now the moves are about to come. The first to go. On the outside, the favourite Cooper went the trigger. Lillian went up now, so did True Player. It's around the outside with Audio Boy sitting right in behind them. Right off the track, Dennis Shoe with his runners. They start to really stack and rack. Right behind them, held up My Halve, looking for the way clear. They're followed further back by Alaskan. Homeward bound True Player went out after Lillian. At the 275, True Player about a length. Lillian under heavy pressure, rolling back to the rail. Dennis Shoe behind them. Alaskan runs on. It's True Player. 100 left to go. Lillian trying to rally back on the inside. True Player kept going though, and True Player's going to beat the favourite. True Player beat Lillian. Audio Boy third. Dennis Shoe ran fourth. Alaskan fifth. Then Man's or Magic, a gap. Duchy's Demerit, My Halve, followed by What a Prince weakening. Red Top, Warrelly Lass further back. Great Fortune. Well, it dropped right out of contention after leading. And the last to greet the judges, Super Romany. Number 6, True Player, handled by Lucy Fiore, has won race 4. And so another favourite bites the dust. True Player, number 6, the Playing God gelding for Grant and Delana Williams, goes back to back. Lucy Fiore testing out Lillian. She made the move. Cooper went. Lillian strode up 3 deep. True Player 4 deep. And then it was going to be a case of who'd showed the most character over the final stages. And it was True Player that proved too good. Lillian coming under pressure. She looked as though she had every conceivable opportunity after the ride that Chanel Cooper had given the mare. But True Player was too strong. Third home, 7 Audio Boy, another consistent run by him. And fourth is Dennis Shoe. So no surprises amongst the pick 4 there, other than the fact the favourite goes down. And that's 4 straight today where favourites haven't been able to produce the right result. True Players raced by Mungrup. Also Ross Karen Drage, Madames Hash, Dernan, Taylor, Todd, Vincent, Brown, Buckley, Simpson, Delaboca, Downey, Jones, King Clark and Lucy Fiore in the saddle there for Team Williams. Beats home Lillian by War Decree. Chanel Cooper for Michael Grantham. An Audio Boy by Sessions. Adam Durant prepares and handled by Brad Parnham. Margins 1 1/4 by 3/4 in the time of 2:03.08 and 35.41 the final 600. Race 5 will be the William Barrett and Sons Vase over 1200 metres. Number 2 Snippy Witch, the scratching, where they'll run at 3 minutes after 3. Tessa Daly joins us down now in the yard after this victory, with the winner still on its way back, True Player. Tess?
Thanks, Darren. Great to see True Player go back to back here, Scotty. 1600 up to the 2000 today, so up the 400 metres. And bit of a change in, I guess, how the races were played out here today. We saw Great Fortune did lead, but he sort of He pulled up very quick in the end.
He did. He was disappointing considering all the money that came for him. But for True Player today, he was always going to have to sustain a big, long run here over the 2,000 metres because he was drawn barrier 12. He was always going to get back. But Lucy Fiore just allowed him to stride. And I think that's probably the way to ride this track today. It seems as though when they're coming out wide on straightening, they're just struggling to really make inroads from the back. So if you're going to be a horse that settles worse than midfield, ride like that and just allow them to slide. It's almost like Willie Pike said at Pinjarra a few weeks ago. He'd rather be 3 deep on top of the speed than 3 deep and last, or even 3 back the fence. I think today is very much going to be a momentum dominated type program. So whether you're rolling along out in front like a bird's the word, or whether you're making a sustained run 3 and 4 deep around them like this, it's not wait until the home straight, balance up and then ping. I think it's going to be a work through your gears and build a full head of steam here. But Lucy Fiore is on the board, so are Team Williams here. The numbers are 6, 2, 7 and 4. Lillian was solid, given a wonderful ride by apprentice Chanel Cooper, lobbed 1 out, 1 back, pulled out 3 deep when Lucy made that run, sweeping run around them out 4 deep, and they cleared out from the chasing brigade. Audio Boy did Audio Boy things. He runs another minor placing there to, I think, now make it 7 consecutive minors without victory. 6, 2, 7 and 4, but really all honours there with True Player. He was the superior stayer in the end of that race.
100%, and as you just touched on, momentum is key, which gives you a bit of confidence as well going into the Bunbury Stakes with a horse like London's Image. Lucy Fiore and Grant and Alana Williams team up there again. Lucy just making things official. We'll catch up with Scott after the win of True Player.
Lucy's going to join us now. It's nice and warm out there, Luce. It was always going to be a real staying test, that one.
Yeah, she's warm. It was, and you know, the way Pikey rode him last start, you knew he would get further, and he's a really strong run to the line type horse.
At what point did you start to pull the trigger and make your moves?
I think it was quite early. It was about 1,000. I was arguing with him for no real reason. It just was. The speed was actually quite nice, but he was just uncomfortable where I was, and I was kind of kept having to check him. And I was like, oh, I was putting him in the race, see what happens. But he loomed up really fast, and I was like, I'll pull the trigger a bit early. But the more I asked, the more he gave.
Later in the day, a mare that you probably wouldn't waste your time trying to argue with, London's Image. Can she go back to back?
Yeah, hopefully. The way the track's playing, it's maybe not exactly in her favour, but she's drawn good, and maybe be a touch closer and just not hit the front too early.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Lucy Fiore combining with Grant and Alana Williams and True Player. He makes it back-to-back victories here over the 2,000 metres today. The City and Regional Fuels Handicap. Race number 5 up next, and then we're on to the quaddie on what's set to be a fantastic day of plenty of more racing still to come.